Okay, just like we did in class, I'm going to put my patty paper over shape or triangle ABC, and then I'm going to accentuate the X and Y axis there so it looks like a plus sign. And it wants me to take all of these shapes and rotate it to the left 90, positive 90. So when I take this and rotate it to the left 90, it'll look like that. The first thing I'm going to do before I do that is on my patty paper, draw the shape, making sure that the plus sign is still right on the x-axis. So now when I turn it, the whole triangle goes line up right about there. And this is where I think with your patty paper, you should push really hard on your paper here, here, and here. And then you'll see the little dimples on your paper, and you can pick it up and see exactly where you're at. And you can see I wrote the original points here that were already given, and then after I rotated it to the left 1 click or 1/4 turn or 90 degrees counterclockwise, it ended up at -6.2, -6.5, and -1.1. Now we'll do the same thing to DEF. My patty paper on, I drew my plus sign again, I traced over triangle DEF, and I think it's important to write the vertices so when you turn it you can see exactly which one should go where. And this time we're also going to the right 90, or I'm sorry, clockwise, counterclockwise 90 to the left. The one we did in class, one was positive, one was negative. Both of these are a positive 90. So we're turning the steering wheel to the left. And you end up right here. So again, you can push your pen or pencil into the paper and make little dimples in your paper, and you can see where D prime, E prime, and F prime are when you have the image. And if those were the originals, -7, -2, -2, -3, -2, -7, now you have D prime at 2, -7. You have E prime at 3, -2. And you have F prime at 7, -2. Part I thought might be confusing if you don't watch the video, because these are 60-degree turns. So I'm going to put my patty paper here, and I'll give you a new piece every day if you need it. But instead of drawing a plus sign this time, it's not 90-degree turn, so I'm just going to kind of trace the 60-degree kind of asterisk-looking thing here with 60-degree chunks rather than 90-degree chunks. So every turn where it lines up again is only 60, not 90. Now the first one says rotate A about point G. Now G is the middle. So notice that they're all G until the last two there are not G. So we're going to rotate point A about G, which is in the center of this thing, to the left 60 degrees, which makes it land on B. And it just so happens we're starting at B on this one. So I take B and I rotate 180, which is going to be the complete opposite. So it's going to end up on E. This one, we're starting at point D, which I've labeled here on the picture, and we're going 300 degrees. Well, that's 60 5 times. So we're going to go 5 to the left, which is going to put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can do a better job with patty paper than I can with the iPad, keeping that in the middle, but it lands right on C. Now, this one's a little bit more confusing because it's asking you where did you start to land on B. So I have my patty paper over the picture. I have my 60-degree marking crosshairs in the middle. And I landed on B after having gone negative, which is to the right, 120, which is 2 clicks. 60 is 120. So after having gone to the right 2 clicks, I landed there. So where did I start? I must have started to the left 2 clicks. So if I started there and went -60, -60, and I landed on B, then I must have started at D. Let's see if those of you that watch this can figure out the last four on your own. 240 is 4 clicks to the left, right? 60, 60, 60, 60 counterclockwise. Negative 240 would be 4 clicks to the right, or clockwise. Now be careful here. This one is centered at A, and this one is centered at C. Once you're centered at A, you go to the left 1 click, 60. Once you're centered at C, you go 2 clicks to the left, 120.